Hey, what's the deal, y'all? How's everybody doing? I am your host, Dean. Y'all already know what it is, man. Philly, we in the building. I just want to say I appreciate everybody. I mean, every last single one of you who's been watching my videos, who's been liking, who's been commenting. It really, really means a lot. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. Today's subject, y'all, I want to talk about. And I want to give a shout out to the Art of Dialogue. I saw the interview that they did with Dr. Umar, and he was talking about this. But I wanted to go a little more in depth because, as you know, when they put out these clips and these videos, they only be so long. Um, about hip hop being white supremacy. And let me tell you why I say that. Back in the day when hip hop first got started, hip hop was a thing that was created off the revolutionaries of the Black Panther movement and things like that when we was going through the Jim Crow era and all of these things back in the day. Especially when heroin and things like that was very big in our neighborhoods and things like that at the time, and gang banging and stuff like that just start taking off. Um, so we needed something to combat that because at that time we was dealing with so much from so many different angles and it was new. It's not like us in these generations. We've been conditioned to accept these circumstances and things that we got to deal with around us all the time. We become numb to it or used to it in a way. But at that time, people weren't, because that wasn't the message that was getting put out. It was the Al Greens, the Marvin Gaye's, the it was, even though we was dealing with a lot of stuff as a culture, we still wasn't talking about hate and destruction of our own people. But now you got people out here that all they do is talk about dead ops, and that's the thing to talk about. It's cool to brag about killing another black man that looked just like you. But then the police and the army and the government, they are devastating our neighborhoods every day. They are the main reason that you are in the situation that you in, to have to sell narcotics, to have to be in the streets and everything else like that. Jim Crow is real. This is not nothing we're making up or lying on people. You think people sat out there and came up with a whole game plan, so much so that they gave it a name and printed it and put it on black and white paper, and nothing for them to not follow through with it when they was already following through with it prior to ever even doing that? But it's okay to sit up there and brag about killing another black man. It's okay to sit up there and talk about how much money you got and hold stacks to your ear, but not talk to the kids about them getting their credit right. That's what they should be trying to do first. We not talking about that though. How many times, y'all? I just want to ask anybody who hears my voice right now, how many times in your life have you heard somebody say, I'm a hood dude, I'm a street dude? Like that's something to brag on. Like that's an accomplishment. It was a point in time back in the 90s and early 2000s where going to jail was like getting stripes. How many movies we got to watch? When in any of the hood movies that we grew up loving ended in a good story without another black man being dead in the streets? Got these kids thinking it's okay to gangbang about people that don't care nothing about them. They out here committing crimes and committing murder out here in these streets against their own kind, and then they homies that's supposed to be with them claiming that they this and they that and all this be the first ones to tell on them. It's the reason why First 48 was so popular and probably still is. Why is it okay for us to talk about destruction? You don't hear Caucasians and Asians and any other culture making music like that about killing each other. And hip hop, the number one genre. So this is getting pushed to the masses. So I don't want to hear about the little groups in other communities that people don't know about. But everybody knows the Little Dirks. Everybody knows the Chief Keefs. Everybody knows the Meek Mills, the Rick Rosses, the Jay Z's. Everybody knows these people. Y'all want to know why this new generation is so messed up, y'all? because the kids that are turning into adults now, they parents was preaching this. It was cool back in the early 90s, late 90s, 2000s. Everybody wanted to have rims on their cars and big stacks of money and all this. This is the product of all that now. It's the reason why the jails are filled up with people that look just like us. Hip hop community ain't out there pushing nothing positive. You got one or two mainstream positive rappers, J. Cole and Kendrick. And they only get to drop every year or every other year at that. For that reason, I truly believe. We don't have no leaders no more. Name me another community that they push the athletes and the rappers and the celebrities as the leaders in the community, as the examples. You don't see that in no other community. You don't see that in any other single community. They pushing business. They pushing real estate. They pushing education. They pushing politics. They pushing everything else, healthcare in their communities. In their communities, you can't brag if you don't have a master's or a bachelor's degree, a doctorate. But our kids are out here. Our kids are out here. Our kids are out here having to deal with all of this nonsense. I watched a video, y'all, of these little girls, and it was on Twitter. It was on Twitter when I was watching it. And a teacher was going around the class, y'all, and this was so sad, y'all. And they go into all these beautiful, beautiful little black girls, the same age as my child, and asking them, what's your favorite song that y'all like right now? And you know, these little girls, they went to every single little girl, it was at least 4 to 5 of them. And you know what song that they really liked and was the one that they was pushing on? The ones that they was pushing on, it was Sexy Red. You got these little girls out here talking about they going to Pound Town and they 4 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old. Are we insane? Are we insane? And how the one little girl, how she knew it was wrong because she's singing it, Pound Town, I'm going to Pound Town. And then once it got to the point where she would have had to start cussing, she froze up and stopped. So that lets you know right then and there that that little girl knew that it was wrong. We don't even have pride in ourselves. We got our women out here thinking that they worth is in their body and how big their booty is and how much they can twerk and how much they could get a dude for a bag instead of coming together and protecting your black men, protecting your black woman, instead of throwing our kids out as soon as they turn 18 to the streets. In other communities, they take care of their elders. They take care of their cousins and friends that's on the come up, that's trying to do something positive in their life, but they may not have it all right then and there. They help them out with that, the ones that are in position to help them. They ain't just coming from different countries starting businesses. Y'all think that's how that's working? That's not how that works. But all we got to hold on to is trying to become a rapper, trying to become a basketball player. When these guys are talking about dead young black men in the dirt and making songs about them, saying they smoking on them. Are we insane? Are we insane? You don't hear no positive rap no more. I don't remember the last time I heard a positive song on the radio. It's not cool to talk positivity. I want y'all to think about how sick that is. It's not cool to talk positivity. You got these young girls out here that be like, man, if he ain't a street dude, I want a drug dealer. I want a killer. If he ain't no street dude, he a square. What's wrong with being a square? What's wrong with being a guy who's not a felon, who care about his family, who want to do something positive? He don't want to hurt other black men that look like him. What's wrong with that? That he's very intelligent, does well in school. What's wrong with that? Is something wrong with that? In our culture, we have made gangbanging be okay. Gangbanging is not okay. They ain't helping doing nothing for the community. They only taking lives in the community and selling drugs to them. But you got people out here talking about they this and they that and they this and they that and they own this block and they own that hood. You don't own that housing project. You don't own that street. Oh, I'm from 63rd Street. I'm from 64th Street. You do not own one property or near in Chicago. Not near one of you. Not near one of you own them homes. You paying rent to probably an Arab or a Caucasian man. You don't own nothing. You don't own anything. Instead of wanting to help your brother, all we talk about is destruction in this music. All we talk about is destruction. You had DJ Academics out here giving these guys nickname, the Grim Reaper of Chicago. What's the Grim Reaper of who? You ain't doing it to your oppressors, so you ain't tough. If you ain't got that same energy, if the same energy that you have for the guys that live around the corner that look just like you, that's going through the same situations you going through, but you don't got that energy for your oppressor, you're a coward. You're a coward, and you've been lied to. Because I don't know not one dude in jail that want to stay in jail. But that's exactly where you're going to end up. You had the whole world push this King Von and FBG duck beef and 63rd versus 64th Street and all this, that, and the third, and both of them guys are going. Rest in peace to both of them. Was it worth it, y'all? How many black men have died in these streets in the last 40 to 50 years for nonsense, for sneakers, for the new J's, for their chain, because you talking to his girl? How many? And it's still going on. And the problem that I have is it's getting worse. It's not like it's getting better. Like we could say we've been progressing. We ain't been progressing. It ain't getting better. It's getting worse. I'm on YouTube and you got 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 70-year-old men out here talking about they are blood and they are Crip and they GD and they BD and they original. You're that's not nothing to brag about, sir. You're a grandfather. And you're bragging about this as if it's cool. Brag about you being a doctor. Brag about you building your community. Brag about you helping kids get to college. Brag about you helping kids earn trades and actually have a skill set to go out here and do something in the world. Brag about that. Brag about being a father. Brag about that. That's something to brag about. Brag about that, please. Because the thing that I don't understand, but it's cool to show stacks of money, shake your behind in the video, talk about how it's just insane, y'all. You got women out here like Suki Han talking about what she gonna be doing to male private parts and get on a red carpet and get in a doggy style position and plenty of pictures is flashing. This is what we doing. I was just on Twitter and these little boys had a birthday party. They dads and uncles in behind them got the little boy holding the gun. The other little boy got a stack of money. They spraying it out like and everybody is just, hey, like this is funny. This is cool. This is hot. This is wrong. This is insane. We are sick. We are sick as a people. We'd rather go put our baby dads on child support instead of trying to work something out with them. It's just so funny. We'll go straight to our oppressors to hurt our own. We'll go straight to a weapon to hurt our own. We'll brag on everything else to stunt on our own. Name me one movie where all the characters in there was Caucasian people, right? And the teenagers that was in school or whatever was making fun of other teenagers about money. Name me one. Name me one movie where the bully was bullying the kid because it was about money. Name me one. Because in those communities, the Asian communities, anywhere else, Caucasian communities, anywhere else, They used to having money. Bragging about money ain't nothing. You don't see Caucasian men walking around with stacks of money phone. Everybody got money. They from the suburbs. They might bully them and tease them about other stuff, but you don't never hear them bragging about that. But people don't understand that part of life. They don't get it. And they just want to be talking about destruction because it make them money. Do anything, sell out your own people because it's making you money. So you could stunt on them. Yeah, they'll allow you to become a rapper, a basketball player, whatever, as long as you feed in destruction. I want to see you become this popular talking positivity. I want to see you become this popular talking about revolutionary things. That's something to brag on. It ain't no more public enemies. There ain't no more ex-clans. You got grandmoms out here on Instagram, got whole Instagram pages, and they shaking they behind. My grandmom would never. And it's okay. You got grandmoms and 50-something-year-old men out here with tattoos all over their face, still trying to act like they young dudes out here. Instead of preaching positivity to the youth like they claim they want to do, instead of actually putting money back into the projects, actually putting money back into their community, they come and give out turkeys. We don't even realize our own power as people. We don't even realize our own power. Ain't nothing in America popular without us as Black Americans liking it. From fashion to entertainment. That's all we do, man. And I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. All the biggest rappers, they sip lean and got the 30 with the switch. And if they catch a dude that's clown, you're a clown. All of you are clowns. You are a disgrace. You ain't no, I'm a real this, and I'm a street dude, and I'm a hood dude. You's a clown. You ain't nothing. You ain't no man. You ain't no woman when you get out there on stage and shake your behind for the whole world for their entertainment. When you're allowed to disrespect your man at home, the father of your kids. You got Black women out here on Twitter talking about trust men or be this. Trust men or be this. You mean the same men that brought you into this world? You're not here without a man, young lady. You're not here without a woman, young man. What's the point of us being at war with each other like we don't need each other? Guess what, y'all? Without a Black man, without a Black woman, you don't create Black people. But we hate ourselves. We talk about blocks we don't own. We rap about killing other Black men that look like us, and after they in the dirt, you make a song about it. Go to their grave site, threaten their mothers and everything else. We've made gangbanging more popular than being educated. We've made gangbanging be more popular than being educated. We made gangbanging and rap music more popular than actually being revolutionary and trying to get it changed because we still in the mental shackles. We still in the same position we've been in for 500 years at the bottom, not getting our just due, not getting treated fairly, getting more longer sentences in prison for the same crime, not getting the same educational opportunities. But we pay taxes just like everybody else. I'm so passionate because I love y'all. If you hear my voice and you come from where I come from, I love you. I don't want you burying your brother, your cousin, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, none of that. Can we stop? Can we stop with the dumb stuff? So yes, hip hop is white supremacy because it's damn sure doing its job for them. Hip hop is white supremacy, and I don't care how none of you feel because it's doing their job for them. Promoting killing other Black men. Thank you. I love y'all. Y'all have a great day.